Part 15 of Chelmswood Junction's layout build. Let's have a look to see what we've been up to, shall we? Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. Today is layout update number 15. Now there's not been a lot of scenery or anything else done on this update. The majority of the update is going to be tech and new arrivals to the layout. So without further ado, I'm going to take you off the tripods and we're going to have a wander around the layout, show you what new arrivals we've got, what new tech we've got, and also what we've been up to. First of all, guys, I will apologise for the shakiness in the camera. Like I said, I've taken off the tripods and we're going to be wandering around without the tripod today. So, first of all, a new arrival to the fleet is this Bachmann class 221 5-car Super Voyager. The number is, if I can remember, 221130, I think. But I will put the name and the name and the number in the titles down below in the comment in the description. As you all know, the Bachmann models 400 are only a DC. These have been around for coming up to about 20 years now. These have been out, and Bachmann only done these in DC. They were never DCC ready. So I've had to retrofit both the power cars at the front and the motor car in the middle with DCC chips. I had to hardwire them. Not an easy little job to do, but it's a challenging job, but it was a job worthwhile and worth doing. And as you can see, it's now very, very happily living in platform 2. The lights work quite well. They are a bit dim. Obviously, we all know what the Bachmann Voyager lights are like. They are a bit dim. Would I be replacing these with LEDs? I'm not too sure. I don't think I will. I'm quite happy with the way the model is. The only one thing that I did have, the only problem I did have is I can get both lights, headlights working at one end and say like the tail lights working at this end, going in one direction, but going in the opposite direction I've only got headlights working. So I may have not wired it up wrong, but obviously I've not wired it up properly, or I may have got a bit of solder contact in somewhere, but I'm not exactly worried about that. At the end of the day, it's only going on my layout, so it's okay. So that's one of the new arrivals to the fleet. The other new arrival to the fleet is 67024, and this one is the Belmond British Pullman in the traditional Pullman colours. This is a Hornby loco. Now normally with Hornby locos, I would usually put an 8-pin Hornby decoder in. But when I went to Tony's Trains to get a decoder for this one, Tony said, I haven't got any Hornby ones, but I've got a Bachmann one. So I was like, okay, fine, fair enough. I'll try a Bachmann one. And I must admit, it's more responsive than a Hornby 8-pin DCC chip. So if you've got Hornby locos and you don't want to go down the Hornby decoder route, you can go down Bachmann. And so far I've had no trouble with the Bachmann decoders for the 8-pin, and it is a wired one, so it is one that you can hardwire to other locos if you wanted to, if they're not DCC ready. And yeah, this is a nice little loco. The headlights are nice, the tail lights are nice, performance and running very, very smooth. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this loco. This loco was actually sat in my box for about 2-3 months because I actually forgot that I had it. So when I did eventually found it, obviously I went out and had to get a chip for it. But that is 67024 Belmond British Pullman in the umber and cream livery. Other new arrivals to the fleet this time, guys, is the Rake of Hornby Arriva Cross Country carriages. They have now gone from 3 to now a nice little rake of 6. All I have to do now is get the A coach and obviously get the HST power cars for this unit. Nice locos, nice coaches. They do come with the usual tension lock couplings, as you can see there, and they do come with another type of coupling that I believe is a continental coupling. I wasn't very happy with the continental coupling, so I went back to normal tension locks, but eventually I will be replacing these with other couplings. May look at the Hunt coupling system, the magnetic ones, or I might just go down the KD route and try KDs. New technology coming to the Chelmswood Junction is we have the DCC Concepts ground signals, and they come in a pack of 12. So far I have got 7 operational. You've got 4 there and there's 3 over there. One of them doesn't seem to be working on the right hand side, so that's why I say I've only got 7. So that's obviously a little gremlin I've got to look at. They are quite a pricey little kit, but for what you get in the kit, you get 12 of these signals and you get the board that controls them, and then obviously you can control them from any mainstream DCC control system. I did start running these on my NCE and they were working quite happily, and now they're running on my Ecos and they are still running quite happily. The only grumble I will say about these is they don't make the wire long enough to get to the actual board that controls them. So DCC Concepts could look into making the wires longer. Also, new technology that's come on to the Chelmswood Junction is I've now got 3 of my Eckon Burco signals for the station up and running. And to see what's controlling them, I will have to take you underneath the baseboards in 2 seconds. But as you can see, those 2 there directly in front of you are working, and the one up in the distance, that is working. The 4 aspect next to it will be controlled by, hopefully, a Heathcote Electronics board. So once the train passes, it will go through the cycle of going from red back to green. So I'm going to take you under the baseboard and show you the unit that's actually controlling these 3 signals. So under the baseboards, guys, and this is the unit that is controlling the 3 2-aspect Eckon signals above us at the moment. It is the Esu Switchpilot version 2. And as you can see, it is a nice little piece of kit. Very, very easy to wire up. You wire up 2 bus wire to there. And then obviously you have to do another loop to there, but that's quite simple and easy to do. As you can see, it's just a quick loop over there. And as you can see, the connector blocks come out very, very easy. Just pull the connector block out to make it easier for you to screw the wires into. And then once you pop them in, it's a very, very easy unit to program, and I will show you what I use to program in this. At the moment, I'm only using obviously the 3 that are lit red. The one that's lit green is at the moment a spare for whatever else I want to use that for. But that is the Switchpilot version 2 from ESU, and that's controlling my Eckon signals in the platform area. The newest and biggest piece of tech that has come to Chelmswood Junction since the last update is I have swapped out my NCE power cap for a Ecos Esu Command Station. Yes, this is an expensive piece of kit, but it is a well worthwhile piece of kit. I'll tell you what, I would not go back to an NCE now I've got one of these. It is absolutely brilliant to use. Had one in the past, wanted one again, and luckily I had a payment from DWP that they owed me, and that paid for the Ecos. Also, new tech to go with alongside the Ecos is the DCC Concepts alpha meter. My last video is how I installed this. Very easy installation, very easy to wire up. The only hard thing for me was obviously cutting out the the hole. Obviously, as you can see, I obviously as well now have a nice workbench to work from. Obviously, when I got the Ecos, I wanted somewhere alongside or near the control panel, which is there. Please excuse the mess. But when I wanted this, I wanted a area where this could sit and be not on the layout and look ghastly on the layout. So I didn't want it like, you know, on there or, you know, over there, and it, you know, it just looked ghastly. So I wanted a workbench, and I had this given to me by a friend of mine who had their kitchen replaced. Karen Nicole, if you are watching, thank you very much. As you can see, it has been recycled lovely, and I'm very, very happy with it. But yeah, the alpha meter is a good piece of kit. It obviously it tells you at the top how many volts are going from the controller to your track, and it also tells you how many amps are being used by your say like your digital point motors, like the ground signals, the Esu Switchpilot underneath the baseboards controlling the signals in the platform area, and it also tells you how many amps your trains are running. You can also use this as a diagnostic system. So, you know, you can always tell if one of your locos is either getting a bit ill and you need to give it a bit of a service. This may give you the chance to diagnose that, because you might find that your engine's using more power than normal. Like I said, the workbench is a recycled piece of kitchen boards, and it's just held up with 2x2 legs on the corners, one in the middle there, and a batten of wood along there connected to the old baseboard of the layout. This is where me NC power cab the plate was to connect the power cab to the actual railway. Obviously I had to take this out for this to go in, and obviously to replace that, but it also gave me the added advantage. It gives me a nice big hole for later on when I decide to take the Ecos down the detection route, because this can be used as a detection system and can be used in like block working. So like I said, this piece of kit, the Ecos, is a very good piece of kit. Also got a programming track on the base on the workbench, along with all my paints, soldering iron, you know, all my airbrush bits and glues, thinners, etc., little screwdrivers and things. It's a nice little handy little area to have. So guys, that's what's been happening on Chelmswood Junction itself. Some of you, my regular subscribers, will also know that I have been given a lot of N-gauge stock, and I am planning on building a memorial layout which will go on the exhibition circuit, fingers crossed. And when I've got it obviously ready and up and running and seen it. So like I said, at the moment I'm in the process of building the N-gauge baseboards. They are built, well, the actual sections that go together have been built. I've just got to find and put the work in to actually get them connected, and then obviously build the legs, but that'll be another video in its own. Also, my neighbour, obviously though the N-gauge stock was given to me by my neighbours, also my neighbours have given me a lot, and I mean a lot, of 00 stock, very, very old Lima and Hornby stock, which I am going to be keeping. And sorry about that squeak, that is my parrot in the kitchen. And I was like, yeah, I've been given a lot of old Lima and Hornby stock, only engines, no rolling stock really, only a few little wagons, but they wouldn't look very well on Chelmswood Junction. So got a nice new stock of DC locos. Also been giving a load of HOE stock, which if you don't know what HOE is narrow gauge HO Continental stock. Again, that's another video that I'm going to be doing hopefully in the next couple of days to show you guys what I have got, and I will be asking for help to identify what the locos are, or what the rolling stock is, or where it all comes from, what country it runs, etc, etc. So that's going to be another little video coming up. Future plans for the Chelmswood Junction, I am going to try and start actually cracking on getting some more lights done on the station and over in the corner there for my pub scene, church scene, and obviously street lights for that area. I've got ballasting to do over that side, which I haven't got round to yet, and a bit of ballasting and a bit of titivating to make the track look proper. Obviously where I've got the tracks connected there's a bit of a gap, so I've got to get the sleepers put into there, and then obviously once that's done I can then ballast over in that area there, so make that scene look a bit nicer. Again, I haven't got round to ordering my new trees yet for the extra trees for the Christmas tree farm. I will be getting around to that. Like I said, my railway is run on funds that I have when I've got funds available, because I do live on a budget. Like I said, videos coming up on the N-gauge layout. There'll be a video coming up on HOE, which I would like some help from you guys to maybe identify where they are from, where they run, etc, etc. I hope you've enjoyed the little video, guys. Sorry for all this shakiness. I didn't want to use a tripod, you know, keep moving it around. So if it is a bit shaky, I do apologise. If you have liked the video, guys, please hit that like button. If you've got any questions on any of the new electronics that I've put in over this past, from the last update till now, or if you've got any questions on how I've done the DCC adaptation to the Virgin Voyager, please ask any questions or any comments down below. If you're a subscriber and you've just joined me recently, a great big thumbs up. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to all my faithful subscribers for keeping with me as we take this massive model railway to the next level, scenic wise and technology wise. Hopefully that you will stay with me and watch as my little N-gauge exhibition layout starts to come to life. And hopefully you will, maybe once we get out on the exhibition circuit, you come and find me and say hello. So if you're not a subscriber, that's not a problem. If you want to become a subscriber, just hit that subscribe button on the right hand side. Until the next time, guys, look after yourselves, protect your loved ones, protect our NHS, but above all, happy modelling. And if you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until the next time, guys, like I said, happy modelling, and bye-bye from Chelmswood Junction.